Good evening. One person is recovering tonight after being shot multiple times in Carbondale. Police say the shooting happened just after 3:30 this morning on the 300 block of South University Avenue. Officials believe there are multiple shooters involved. A witness tells News 3 he heard about 10 gunshots. The victim was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. If you have any information, call Carbondale Police. And another hot day across our region. And as those temperatures soared, many tried to stay cool at the pool in Carbondale today. You're taking a look at the Super Splash Park. Those people were trying to beat the heat. And with more of those temperatures being so hot, when will it end? Here's JC with a look at weather first. Tonight in Williamson County, dozens came together to help raise money for cancer research. The Relay for Life Festival of Hope in Marion celebrated cancer survivors and honored those who have lost their battle with cancer. The event started with a cancer survivor walk and ended with a ceremony for those who died. Tonight's goal was to raise $60,000. Instead, they raised more than $71,000. Jeff Johnson is a cancer survivor and says events like these are important for everyone in the community.
Well, I think living in Southern Illinois, I don't think there's too many people who haven't been touched in some way, shape, or form by cancer. And so I think it's important for all of us to come out, try to support organizations like this that are trying to find a cure.
More than 25 teams came together to compete against each other and raise that $71,000 for the American Cancer Society. Also tonight in Marion, hundreds gathered and embraced the heat at Rent One Park for a country concert. Hundreds gathered and embraced the heat at Rent One Park for a country concert. The tailgating started earlier this afternoon and gave the upcoming country singers a chance to perform. Brantley Gilbert was the last artist to take the stage this evening. We're going to look ahead to some events tomorrow, because if you didn't make it out to the ballpark tonight to listen to some live country music, you have another chance tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Hunter Hayes, Walker Hayes, Eddie Montgomery, and LV Shane will be on the stage inside the Rent One Park to help raise money for Honor Flight, Wounded Warrior Project, and the Folds of Honor. We have more information about the concert and how you can get tickets on our website, WSILTV.com. And before you know it, the kids will be back in school, and residents in McLeansboro want to make sure you as parents are prepared. Tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 5, students will receive free school supplies, haircuts, and food at the Hamilton County High School gym. Last year, this group of residents donated supplies to more than 400 students in the area. Today marks the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 mission, making Neil Armstrong the first man to walk on the moon. Celebrations are going on across the country for the anniversary. ABC's Maggie Ruley is at the Johnson Space Center in Houston with more. Flooding still impacts parts of our region, but one community can now get around a little bit easier. IDOT officials say East Cape Girardeau residents can now take Route 146 into Cape. Flooding forced IDOT to close 146 last month. That road is still only open to residents. Officials say about 1,500 feet of the highway leading up to the Cape Girardeau Bridge is now passable. Route 146 from East Cape Girardeau to Route 3 still has 1 to 2 feet of water standing on it. Route 3 from McClure to Gale is still closed. And victims of recent flooding can get free tetanus shots, but supplies are limited. The Southern 7 Health Department is offering those free shots at the Union County Clinic in Anna. Those shots are free to both flood victims and volunteers. Tetanus is a very serious and life-threatening disease. To learn how you can get a shot, call the Southern 7 number that you see on your screen. Coming up, remembering an Illinois state trooper who lost her life while in the line of duty. But first, new video released of the Iranian Evolutionary Guard seizing a British tanker for violating international regulations. You're watching News 3 at 10.
And so we've really got a beautiful week ahead. We do have to get through one more really hot day.
One more. I'm holding you to that.
Just one.
Thanks so much, JC. More than 20 kids have died from heat stroke death so far this year. According to the National Safety Council, last year 52 children died from being left in a hot car. WSB's Michael Sedan shows us body cam video of an Atlanta police officer saving a child locked in a car. Now let's talk some Major League Baseball. The Cubs hosted the Padres at Wrigley Field this afternoon and picked up a win. In Cincinnati, the Cardinals lost to the Reds 3-2 and will play for the series win tomorrow afternoon. And over to the American League, the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays played 11 innings today in Florida. The Sox walked away with a 2-1 win over the Rays. The Southern Illinois Miners played Game 2 and 3 today in a series against the Rascals at River City. The first game went to 7 innings and the Rascals beat the Miners 15-2. The second game is currently in the 6th inning and the Miners are leading 6-3. Now on to softball. The Canadian Wild of Southern Illinois played a doubleheader today against the USSA Florida Pride. In the first game, the Wild fell 5-1. And in the second game, we are still working to get more details if they are going to win. They were in the 4th inning the last time I checked. And then in the 5th Division American Legion tournament at Fairfield, Harrisburg lost to Avison this evening 7-2. Highland also fell to Steelville 15-5 in their game in Fairfield. So earlier tonight, we told you about the 50th anniversary of Neil Armstrong's One Giant Leap. Well, to celebrate, you definitely are going to need a giant treat to mark the occasion. A bakery in Ohio created this. Take a look at this. It is the world's largest moon pie to celebrate. The moon pie is 40 inches across, weighs 55 pounds. 14 of those pounds are marshmallow, another 6 are chocolate, for a grand total, listen to this, 45,000 calories. A duplicate pie is headed down to the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever had moon pie before.
I don't think I have either. I mean, it looks great.
I would eat that.
Yeah, I think I'd give it a shot.
That looked really good. So one more final check of weather.
It's hot.
One more day.
Yes, it's hot. One more day, though. We're almost done. After tomorrow, we'll finally see that cool down. Stay hydrated tomorrow.
All right. Thanks so much, JC. Thanks for joining us this evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6. Have a good night.